Welcome to a month in my reading life. Good morning and happy Thursday. I cannot stop yawning, so I'm apologizing in advance for the watery eyes and all of the jump cuts for yawning. Anyway, today is a nothing day. I have nothing on my schedule. I have some work things that I wrote down that I want to get done, and then I have some fun things that I wrote down that I want to do, and I'm just going to set up a rotation like I do sometimes when I have nothing. So I am going to do my best to get as far through Wizarding Glass as I can. I have 13 listening hours. So, I have 13 hours left, and that is at 2.2, I don't know, but it is under 6 hours, somewhere around there. So, depending on how much time I have after I get done with some of this stuff, I should have time. Plus, I have a diamond puzzle. You can kind of see a little bit of it right there, over there. A diamond painting, not puzzle. And I really want to work on it and listen to the audiobook. There's also some YouTube videos that I want to catch up on, though. So that might take away from the listening. So I might just be admitting today on the 28th that I'm not going to finish these last 3 books before Sunday. I don't know. Maybe I can. But if I finish this book today, which maybe I can finish it today, then that means I have to read 1 book on Friday and 1 book on Saturday. I know I can do that with the in-depth book that I have left, but I don't even know how long the other one is, the ship book. So I need to go look that up and see how long it is on audio, because if it's only 9 or 10 hours of listening, I can do that in a day. So we will see. If it's like 21 hours, I'm not going to be able to do that in a day. So I don't know. But today I have nothing, and tomorrow I have nothing almost all day. I do have something at the very end of tomorrow, which I totally forgot to tell you guys. But when this video comes out, it's going to be Friday. And tonight at 9 p.m. my time, which is Central Time, I am going to be live on Amy's channel at ASTAR Reads to kick off her book. What is she doing? Game of Life 48-hour readathon. I would love to chat, so come say hi. Okay, I think that is everything for right now. I'm going to go get started with my day, and then I will check back in. I'm sure I'll check back in periodically because I really want to talk about Wizarding Glass. I really want to finish it and then talk about it. So I had to come in here right quick. This has absolutely nothing to do with my reading or anything, except that part of what I wanted to do today was go through and organize some of my office. And I was going to start by cleaning off this bookshelf next to me. And one of the things that was on there was a whole bunch of loose scrapbook pages. And so I grabbed the loose scrapbook pages and I went in there and cleaned off the dining room table, and I called the boys in there, and all 3 of us just spent about an hour and a half looking through every one of those scrapbook pages. It was so much fun. And I found a letter that I had written to my 18-year-old when he was 5 days old and we were still in the hospital. It was just so sweet. I read it to him as an adult. Anyway, it was so nice and fun. And even though I am behind on my free day, you can read all day, I would not trade the last hour and a half for any amount of reading. So I'm going to continue though with what I had planned today, and I will still get a lot of reading in, just not as much, and that's totally fine. Okay. I'm hot, first of all, because I have been out here in this office and it is hot. I've been doing my diamond puzzle thing over there, and I am 82% of the way through with Wizarding Glass. It says that I have 4 hours and 51 minutes left, but that is like normal time. So let me see, divided by 2, I'm going to say 5 hours divided by 2, so 2.5 hours. So less than 2.5 hours I have left, and it's only 9:30. That means that by midnight I can be done with Wizarding Glass. So I'm for sure staying up until I finish Wizarding Glass tonight. That also means that, with the exception of stopping to eat dinner that my husband cooked, we had burgers and hot dogs, and so I did clean up after dinner since he cooked. But with the exception of stopping the audio and taking my headphones out while we ate dinner and watched some TV together, the rest of the time I have had these headphones in and I've been reading. And my people aren't here anyway. They had a late night errand that they had to run. So I've just been reading and doing the diamond painting over there. And so now I'm going to finish it tonight. And that means I'm going to start the bone ships next, which I still haven't looked up. So I'm going to stop right now, pause this. I'll come back and tell you. I'm going to look up how long the bone ships is, how long it is on audio, and the shadow book that I'm going to be reading for it's actually an ARC that I got on NetGalley, but I'm going to be reading it for Adrian's last thing, so I need to see how long it is. Okay, great news. It's 11 hours. So that takes like 5.5 hours to read. So that's not that big of a deal. That is The Shadow Fallen, which is the ARC I got from Sherilyn Kenyon, a Dream Hunter novel. I've read a million of them. So I was like, I'll just read this one as well. Okay, so I'm going to look at the bone ships and see how long that is, and I'll be right back. Ooh, the bone ships is 17 hours and 3 minutes. Man. But that's okay. I mean, I still should be able to do it because we're talking about all day tomorrow. And I literally have nothing until tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. And then all I have at 9 o'clock is live stream with reading sprints. And then Stacey just asked, so that's going to be on Amy's channel at ASTAR Reads. And then Stacey just asked if anybody wanted to join her channel at midnight tomorrow to do reading sprints. And I was like, me, I'm in. So 9 and midnight tomorrow, I'm just going to be doing sprints. So all day tomorrow, I'm going to be reading when my people are not home. And then Saturday, I don't have anything until dinner at the church that night for my son's like final farewell before we leave Sunday morning. So 2 days, 2 books, really 3 books, but I'm just giving up on Innocent in Death, and I'm going to say that I'm going to start that one on Sunday because I start a J.D. Robb book every Sunday anyway, so I was trying to squeeze that one in, and it's just not going to work. So I've got the Bone Ships and Shadow Fallen. I think it's called Shadow Fallen. Yes, Shadow Fallen. Those 2 I'm going to finish. I'm so excited. Okay. I'll check back in tomorrow and let you know about Wizard and Glass. So far, I have mixed feelings about it. But I'll be back tomorrow to give my final feelings about it. Also, I keep getting distracted by the NFL draft. So I'm just going to put my head down and not watch the draft. I mean, we're already past the first 20 picks anyway, but still, I like it. Anyway, back to reading. Okay. First of all, I finished Wizard and Glass around, actually a little bit before midnight last night, and then I stayed up till about 1:30, starting on the Bone Ships last night. So I realized after I had been listening for a while that it was too late at night for me to focus on a new book that I was learning, a new system, but what it sounds like is that they are they are in ships made of bones. And I think it might be dragon bones, but I don't know. I'm at the very beginning. So there's a dragon on the cover. That's why I said that. So that is where I left off last night. As far as Wizard and Glass goes, 90% of the book takes place in the past, which is weird when you're dealing with such a big book. It was a really long book, but what I said in my review was that for some reason, no matter how many things I find to dislike in a book or be upset about, when I read the author's note at the end, it makes it all fine. Like I'll forgive anything when I read this note and see what he was actually thinking as he was writing this book. So the fact that, let me just say this, first of all, there were 26 years while he was telling this story where he didn't write anything. He got to one part and stopped in the spring of 1970. Then what happened next was not written until the summer of 1996. So if you're waiting for your favorite author to continue with a series and you've been waiting 10 years, you can wait another 16 before it happens. I'm just so glad that I was not actually involved in the waiting of all of this. But so he says the reason that he had such a hard time finishing this is because this was more of a love story to him. And he said, I can write. What does he say? It's so funny, the stories that we tell ourselves. Like Stephen King even says about himself that he can't write love. Here's what he says. Suspense is relatively easy, at least for me. Love is hard. It is, consequently, I dallied, I temporized, I procrastinated, and the book remained unwritten. So, I don't know why, just whatever he does at the end, the little bit of writing that he puts at the end of all these books makes me not only love the book more, but it makes me like him as a person, which is so weird. I have no idea what he's really like. Maybe he's really weird, and based on some of his characters, maybe he's really creepy. I don't know. But I'll forgive a multitude of sins based on what he writes at the end on almost every book. This one took way too long to get me to the end. And it's not exactly predictable on one hand, but on the other hand, it's pretty predictable. I thought that he did a good job with the love part of it. It's not love heavy. I wouldn't consider this book to be any kind of love story, but he was dealing with Roland's first love. And so he needed to kind of get into that mindset. So I really liked it. And I like that we're a little bit closer to the Dark Tower. You would think with all these pages we'd be a lot closer to the Dark Tower, but we are not. We're just a little bit closer to the Dark Tower. So this one is done, and it was good. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it without giving away a ton of spoilers. So that, I think, is going to do it for today. I'm going to give you some stats really quickly. Yesterday I read 60 pages and I listened to 17 hours and 28 minutes of audio. That is something that I hope not to do in the future going forward. It just feels to me, this is the whole reason why I don't want to do TBRs like this, because it feels like I am really under a time crunch and I want to do nothing but finish these last two books, get them done before the month is over. So, I don't know, but that brings the total to 2,603 pages and 270 hours and 15 minutes of audio. So, that's a lot of reading that I have done this month, and I have 2 days left. I have all day today, and then I have all day tomorrow. So, if you are watching this on the day that it comes out, tonight at 9 o'clock Central Time, that's Chicago if you look on a world clock, I will be doing a live stream. I'll be joining Amy at ASTAR Reads. I will link her below for a live stream tonight. And then later tonight at midnight Central, and that would technically be on the 30th at midnight Central Time, I will be on Stacey's channel, Stacey's All Booked, doing reading sprints because she's got some books that she wants to finish before the month is out, and so do I. So that's what we're going to do over on her channel. So I will link them both below and hopefully see you there later tonight. I will definitely see you tomorrow. Bye.